Can human emotions be categorized into negative or positive? The actions may be positive or negative, but the emotion itself being negative or positive doesn't make sense because at the end of the day, we are human beings. And if negative emotions exist, then is it our fault to have those emotions inside of us? Is it our fault, or is it a natural human emotion? Are we supposed to control it and bottle it up, or are we supposed to release it and express because it is as humane as anybody else? Let's understand negative emotions more and how you can channel them into positivity and make your life better and become a better version of yourself. Let's get started. So, first of all, why do we get negative emotions, right? Let's talk about anxiety. What is anxiety? Anxiety is a coping mechanism. I know, it doesn't seem right, but please hear me out. Why do you get anxious? Anxiety is a natural response of your body. It is a coping mechanism. Because when, for example, you have deadlines, or when you have to meet someone, or when you're nervous, it's your body is releasing certain kind of hormones that makes you overwhelmed in order to save yourself, because our body loves comfort. Our body loves to be comfortable. It loves to seek for comfort, to seek for safe place, to stay, because we are evolutionary creatures. We were always scared of tigers, wild animals, bears, and all of these things, and we are always protecting ourselves. Likewise, when you have deadlines and when you have interviews or whatever, and you're meeting new people, it's your body's emotional response, natural coping mechanism to deal, to make you safe from external um, unsafe situations, from external threats or dangers. Your mind recognizes a new person as someone uncomfortable. It is your body's way of saving you. It's not bad, but it becomes too bad when it gets out of your limit because of certain environment that only a therapist can talk about, maybe your childhood or whatever, and you feel more anxious than normal. That actually deteriorates your performance, and that actually diminishes your chances even more. But anxiety itself is not bad. It is bad after a certain threshold limit, but anxiety is not bad. It's something that is saving you. It means it's a sense that gives you a feeling that your body is trying to protect you. You're trying to protect yourself. Every negative emotions that you face, everything that you have ever been through, whether whatever it is, if you're jealous, or if you are uh, craving for someone's attention, or you have low boundaries, everything, every negative emotion of you teaches something to you. But you, instead of saying no, I am the best, shut up, and all of these things, you have to take accountability and learn from it. You have to keep aside your ego sometimes to be a better version of yourself. You cannot improve with ego, you know so it's like I think these negative emotions are like a guidance for you from God to become a better person. Think of it this way: you have low boundaries. Okay, fine, okay, I have low boundaries. So once you acknowledge the fact, the first part is acknowledging. If you don't acknowledge and you're like, no, 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 I don't have low boundaries, shut up, I'm the best, it's not going to work. First of all, acknowledge it. You don't have to say to anyone that, listen, I have low boundaries or whatever. But if you have very low boundaries, if you are not respectful of your own boundaries, then just think about it. Why do I have low boundaries? Why am I not respectful of my own boundaries? Why am I letting people inside of my life and getting to know me and whatever? Why can't I have strong boundaries that these are my boundaries, you cannot cross them? Why can't I do that? Maybe because I have people pleasing tendencies. Okay, fine. Because I cannot tell people don't cross your limit, because maybe they will feel bad and stop being my friends. What does that mean? What does that say about me? That means that maybe I want them to be my friend. Maybe I want them to like me. I keep my boundaries so low to let anyone come inside and make use of me, make fun of me, make jokes on me. And even if I feel bad, or even if I don't want to give them my belongings, or even if I don't want to hang out with them, I cannot say no strongly because I don't want to lose them. And I don't want them to think that I am a bad person. That's why I will tolerate disrespect. I will tolerate this behavior of them towards me, even though it's hurting me, but I don't want to lose them. This is basically your mentality of having low boundaries. Okay. So that means that you are a people pleaser. Why are you a people pleaser? Maybe number one reason, you don't have friends. You're really struggling with making friends, and whoever you get, you're just grabbing it, right? Number two, maybe back in your childhood, you were always someone who had to please your parents to gain that kind of love, and now the same things are repeating in case of friends, or in case of friend group, or other people, or whatever. Or third, you're someone who craves for validation. Maybe you have so little self esteem, maybe you have very little self worth, and that is why, in order to gain validation and in order to get someone else to like you, you're putting down yourself, because in your eyes you are nothing anyway. But in, at least in front of their eyes, you want to be someone who's nice and continue to be their friends. So think of yourself, what of these three reasons are your reasons for having low boundaries, and work on them. It's not bad. It's it's just a way of handling it, so that you become a better version of yourself. You don't have to feel bad about having low boundaries or guilty about it, you know, and you don't have to announce it to the world that you have low boundaries. But understand that these are the reasons why your boundaries keep getting crossed, and then work on it so that the next time someone cannot cross your boundaries again. Number two, for example, if you are a pick me, if you're someone who doesn't like girls but likes only to hang out with guys, and when guys like a girl, you feel jealous. When guys praise about a girl, you don't like it, and you always have something negative to say. You don't like pretty, beautiful, whatever girls, you don't like to praise them because you always want to pick on them, you always want to say that they're overrated or whatever, you know. And you are filled with this negative emotion when she is being praised, but you always want guys to like you, right? So just think about why you are like that. Don't feel guilty, or don't be egoistic about it. Don't be like, I am not like that, I am not a pick me. Don't say like that. You don't have to announce it, like I said, but keep it to yourself. Oh yes, I do act like this. So why do I act like this? Go back to your childhood. Maybe you had problems with your relationship with your father. Maybe you did not have a father, or even if you did, you had very formal relationship with your father, and not the kind of relationship that a girl must have with their father for the girl's personality to grow. So either that is one reason. Another is maybe you want attention from people, especially male attention, from like attention from opposite gender, and you're not getting it because you think you're not as beautiful as other women, or you think that you're not really that, you don't have a very outshining personality, or that you're not that special, and that's why people don't give you attention, and that's why you are craving for that attention by putting another woman down. Whatever is your reason, acknowledge it, and change it. Another thing is, you should also learn from your triggers. What triggers you? When a woman says, I am self obsessed, guys tend to get really triggered. They're like, you're a narcissist. You will never find anyone. You will end up alone. No one will like you. When a woman is self assured, when a woman wants to be independent, there are so many guys who are triggered. Don't be egoistic about it. Don't be like, no, 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 I'm not triggered, whatever. You're just like that. You're bitter and whatever. Don't be miserable. Think about yourself. Why am I triggered by this woman saying that she wants to be independent? Why am I triggered by this woman saying that she, doesn't want to be with a man unless she loves herself? And why am I getting affected because this woman is self obsessed. Maybe it's my fault. Maybe I don't like a woman being so self assured because I hate myself, because I'm so miserable, because I have no woman that pays me attention, because I'm getting friend zoned all the time, because no woman wants me and they hate me and I hate myself. That's why a woman saying that she is doing it and is not searching for a man is making me feel triggered. Now, what can I do is I can work to earn money, I can work to make my life better, and then get a woman who is self sufficient, who is independent. See, the thing is, independent men want independent women. Secure men want secure women. But if you are getting triggered by a woman saying that she doesn't want an insecure man or toxic man, or she would leave if a man curses her or abuses her or cheats on her and whatever, if you're getting triggered by a woman being so self assured, maybe it's because you're not self assured. Maybe because you think that you're a loser. Maybe because your life is so miserable that you're not happy with a woman saying that her life is good and she wants to make her life better. You know, don't let your ego win. Don't be like, no, 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 I am a Sigma male. Like, male have to be like this. We don't care about women. You women are shit. You will not find anyone. Don't let your ego win. You know, keep aside your ego and think of it for a second. Maybe you're being triggered because you think you're not good enough. Maybe it's time for you to change in order to accept a woman who is self assured.
If you think that you're too triggered or you're too sensitive and small things hurt you, go back to your childhood and think, why do I feel this way? Why am I jealous? Why do I feel bad when a woman is beautiful? You know, trust me, people hate beautiful women. You know, all these women like Angelina Jolie and these really excessively beautiful women. People are like, they're not that pretty. She, no, yuck, whatever. They're not that pretty at all. I just don't like her. They always have something negative to say. You will never see someone saying something positive about an extremely beautiful woman. Why? Because people don't like saying beautiful things about beautiful women. You know, they always want to bring out something negative. Why? Because they are miserable with their own life. They think that they are not pretty, they think they are not good enough at all, they do not like themselves, and that's why they think they're basically projecting their own insecurities towards a beautiful woman. You know, just recently I heard this woman Aishwarya Rai being like trolled excessively. I was like, she is so beautiful, you know, she's so gorgeous. I mean, just look at her, you know, the way she speaks, her eyes, her beauty. But people hate her. Why? Because people are miserable. People like hating people because they hate themselves. Well, I cannot change people, especially miserable people who don't want to change. But if you're watching me and you feel insecure, or if you are someone who criticizes women or insults women or men, whoever, um, and if you're someone who had not recognized it yet, then this video is for you. Recognize that maybe you want to criticize someone else because you are not that. Don't be sad about it. Change it and be a better version of yourself so you don't have to criticize someone else. Channelize this jealousy or this criticism into investing in yourself and learning from them to become a better version of yourself. This is how you channelize negative emotions. Don't demonize them. Negative emotions are teachers. Once you acknowledge them, acknowledge that you have these negative emotions, you can actually make use of them, and help yourself understand about your childhood, about your mentality, about your mindset, and then change it. That's my message. Thank you for your time. Bye bye.